Hey guys, welcome back to Politics After Dark. I don't know what we call this, like a discussion period. It's not like a proper YouTube thing. We're not interviewing anybody, but um, it is a bit more free form. It is a bit more hop in there with your thoughts, and
Yeah.
we're going to cover some news and talk about what's going on here. I think the topics for today mostly going to center around Hegseth, Trump, Chicago, and just all the chaos surrounding that, different things that are attached to that.
Yeah,
Something, yeah, cool.
I think it's especially with both of us being Chicago area based, that's, really what's most important and most prevalent to us right now. Not that other things aren't as important, but this just kind of goes to show like what they're willing to do and where they're trying to pull from, basically. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is today, I saw that J.B. Pritzker, which is the governor of Illinois, um, he's, both of our governor, he went on and uh, said that he was suing the Trump administration because they obviously have already sent our National Guard in, but now they're wanting to bring Texas National Guard. Like Greg Abbott is just saying, here you go. Um, take my guys. So what I had found, I'm gonna bring it up on my screen so I can read this. So it says he's now suing the Trump administration to block National Guard deployment. He's also investigating the Black Hawk propaganda video Kristi Noem posted on her social media. She stated that this specific raid was a very targeted and dangerous raid, yet there were cameras there recording it. I will bring that up first, just so you can see the hypocrisy, you guys, on what exactly she was doing. Now, they went and raided a whole large apartment building in Chicago. Let me make sure I pause this. Using Black Hawk helicopters, they um, zip tied American citizens and immigrants, children, separated them from their parents. From what I understand, they had immigrants in one car and African American people in the other, and held them for several hours. One person even reported to Channel 5 that when she asked them about the zip tying of the children, that one of the ICE agents said, "Man, F them kids." And all of that was for this video I'm about to share. Miracle, I want you to let me know if you can hear it on your end once I do share it. Let me get in here. Now this is on her secretary, Kristi Noem Twitter, X, whatever. Let me bring this up. Note the music, and all of this was shot by the cameramen that were there at the way too dangerous raid. Can you hear this?
No, yeah, I can't hear it. I can see it, but I can't hear it.
I have to what?
I said I can see it, but I can't hear it. When you share it, there might be a little thing that's like share with sound. It's like a little checkbox. You gotta find that checkbox and hit it.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Oh, that's what our issue was before. Okay. All right. Let me know if you can hear it now.
Go, go, push! Get out of the way for the Bearcat! Clear the way for the Bearcat!
Can you hear it now?
Completely clear.
that
right?
was all in like the uh, Bronzeville, I think, neighborhood.
I'm not sure the neighborhood. I think it might have been the South Shore. We can check on it though and
Yeah,
Google. But yeah, it's
but
terrible.
yeah, and on her Twitter, it says Chicago, we're here, and that just like
I think-
there were kids scarred from that.
and apart from, I do understand the concept. But listen, Republicans want to deport people. I get it.
Yeah,
Raiding an apartment complex in the middle of the night, in which you
using
separate
tomahawk.
children, using Black Hawk helicopters. They didn't use the Tomahawk.
Yeah, Black Hawk. Sorry,
Helicopters.
using Black Hawk helicopters, and they also set up snipers on top of the buildings with those Black Hawk helicopters.
It feels like that's war, and then but it feels intense to me when you could just go target these people at their jobs, right? Or not have the children be impacted and see their uncles and moms and
Mm-hmm.
their neighbors and even the children themselves
Mm-hmm.
zip tied and detained for a period of time in the middle of the night. I mean, it's October.
Yeah.
It gets cold at night. Um, I mean, it's cruel. But to add insult to injury, they're making propaganda videos on top of it.
Yeah.
They're making edited, set to music. Oh man,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
Like there's some enjoyment from that shit.
You want to enjoy it. They also want to like air it. They want to make a
Yeah.
enjoy. They want us to enjoy it, right? They want other people to enjoy it. They want you to get hyped up and get invested.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, like this is. I mean, I get, like the people who did vote for this is what it looks like. Like this is how
Yeah.
horrible it looks like when you do this. And I can't imagine that most Republicans are friggin' like, yeah, Black Hawk helicopters. It's like this is crazy. This is a
Yeah.
misuse of tax dollars.
This is this is what autocracy looks like.
That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. And
Yeah.
and then it starts here, in Chicago and Portland. It's going to spread to other places. If they're willing to send Black Hawk helicopters into Chicago, what was that
Right.
like 70 guys, suited up, multiple vans. Uh, Imagine what they can do in the suburbs or
Correct.
on your farm or
Like
wherever. You decide that you're a bad guy.
the ice facility that's all over the news in Broadview, that's like 10, 15 minutes from me.
Ridiculous.
Easily. It's like right around where Berwyn is. It's like in that general area, but it's so close. Like
Mhm.
I was watching something on the news and Nick, my husband, when he heard Broadview, he's like, "Oh shit, that's close."
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
yeah, that's where all of these people are being held, and it's been an emotional week watching like the last week watching the news. It just hits harder when it's here.
Yeah, no, no, I hear you. And now Trump is he's going to make the situation worse. I mean, it's terrifying to me. It really is. I think he's sending 400 National Guard troops from Texas. Like this
Yeah,
is, I think it was Crystal Ball who said the only reason it's not civil war is because Illinois isn't fighting back as far as like, making our troops or our cops fight back. And I thought to myself, like, um, she might be like, that's more true than I think a lot of people realize. I hadn't thought about it myself. Um,
ICE they pepper sprayed the cops.
I saw that video and it was so sad to look at. I saw one,
Yeah, the two cops.
yeah, up against
I
that.
was like, what? What?
I heard
Like
they
it's
they also
crazy.
deployed tear gas from their cars, y'all, in the city. I think an ICE agent was stopped by a motorcyclist or something like that, or someone on a scooter maybe, and then they started just throwing cans out of their windows in the street. Like this wasn't an area in which they were conducting operations. They were just
Yeah,
driving along the road.
Yeah,
And that's how they interacted with people who
there was a couple
competed
that
with
was walking home with their 2-year-old, and they had to grab her and like run because they were throwing those tear gas things
them.
out their windows.
I mean,
Like it's
that
crazy.
man, and this is this is not the way forward. And you don't amazingly, there's none of this happening in Republican cities or Republican states. You don't hear
Nope.
about it. You were
Well,
getting,
yeah, because according to them, we're the terrorists.
well, yeah, it brings me to Trump's speech with Hexa.
Yeah,
One of his like big friggin' lines was that he's fighting the enemy within.
yeah,
We're at a point where if you don't agree with them, you're kind of the bad guy. And I don't know. I mean, obviously that's ridiculous. I do know about that.
right.
How do we get here? To some degree, if you are Stephen Miller or like one of the
Yeah,
if you actually work for Trump, I could see how they're like, oh shit, like we need to go batshit insane because when Democrats get in charge, they're going to prosecute us for all the laws we've broken, right? Uh, so those guys, I get it, but the regular everyday Americans, I guess it's like we're all watching the same news, right? We're all
yeah,
watching chaos playing out on our
right.
screen.
And just
Um,
the fact that the National Guard, they are literally taking them from that state. Like, so they're taking them from their homes and turning them against their own home, like their own people. Like, it's just
well,
wild to me.
now what they're doing is they're bringing them in from Texas. So instead
Yeah.
of Illinois National Guard, they're going to bring Texas National Guard troops up to Illinois, and that's Texas National Guard here. That's in the way. I imagine I don't know what Trump's plan or goal is, but it's pretty unusual to bring troops from. I'm
It's
gonna.
unheard of, not just unusual.
Mhm. Well,
Like, National Guard is supposed to be to help with your own states.
yeah, I think the only time it would make sense would be um, if there's like a hurricane or a national
Yeah,
disaster, like some,
correct.
you know, we're California and the fault line were to break, like it might need
Right.
to,
National emergency type stuff.
but you know,
But I've
civil.
literally heard Trump say that, and yeah, I guarantee you're going to think exactly what I'm thinking when I say this. But he went on the news or was in a presser or something and said that Oregon was burning.
I haven't heard about this. We said Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, he said Portland is burning. Last time I remember that happening was about 5 years ago.
Yeah, I see this here. Trump
I
said,
I think people are showing him those videos.
yeah. Oh, I see. You're saying like his staff is showing him old.
Like who, yeah, like maybe Stephen Miller,
Yeah.
showing old videos and he's just too inept to understand or care that these are old videos. But when I heard him say that, I was like, that happened like 4 or 5 years ago after George Floyd.
And I mean, there's also a chance that the way I look at it, Trump is just lying. Like he wants it to be true.
Yeah.
He's
Oh, of
got
course.
people across the
He,
country, hey, there's
he
violence all over. I got
yeah. He wants people to react to these National Guards. And somebody made a very good point. I think it was Ben Meiselas, because somebody asked him to talk about the No Kings coming up. And he's like, I wonder, like, because this is supposed to be bigger than the last one.
I'm like,
From,
I just got an invite to a No Kings rally.
did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are definitely more hosts and more events. I know because I'm on the event vetting team, I see the numbers. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be bigger than last time. But I'm wondering if that's not what he's counting on. Now we give the de-escalation training and, tell them, what to do, tell people where you're going, let them know, record everything, stay peaceful. I almost wonder if they're going to try to incite the crowds. It worries me, but at the same time, us and Indivisible have done such a good job at training these people, and the whole ethos is nonviolence.
Yeah, I mean,
So
we'll
I'm
see.
hoping.
If I don't do anything at the No Kings rally, this is just my guess. He might, but if I were a villain and I wanted to get yeah, get the most media attention out of what I'm doing, I would do what Trump's doing. I'd send in 400 out of state armed, military
Yeah,
uniform officials right into one of the most claustrophobic, chaotic, polarized environments in the country, and he's helping create that, right?
yeah,
The Broadview Broadway, the Broadway Broadview ICE facility. I mean, it's been there
yeah.
for actually I don't know how long it's been there. This is,
That's a good question.
but by escalating the situation, he kind of gets what he wants.
Yeah. Yeah, there was also video of them coming out of the Broadview. It was on the video I watched with JB. But they showed video of like them coming out of the facility to peacefully go up to, and I use peacefully very heavy, heavy. Um, yeah. But they went out there supposedly to talk to them, but they basically incited them. They were pulling people in, um, shooting pepper balls. What I saw was people were kicking them back at them.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, like they had like two cameramen to catch the whole thing. Yeah.
Personally,
It's all
I-
about catching it
yeah, on camera.
on
On camera.
camera.
Personally, I don't know if it is the right move to. I'm trying to find this facility here.
Hmm.
The ones that are it's saying in Chicagoland have been in use since 2007 and 2008. But this is
I'm sure, but I don't think that they probably used it very loosely. Like
well,
if somebody that was an immigrant did actually commit a crime, they may have held them there. Um, but now it's just there's like thousands of people there, and it's in a facility that is not made for housing people for long term.
yeah, this is literally ridiculous. When I just want to talk something. Gosh, I really want to find the Wikipedia for it, and then I know we're
Yeah,
running. I don't have.
yeah. While you're looking for that, I'm gonna show it's about a 5, 6 minute. It's a long video, but I'm only gonna show like the first 5 to 6 minutes of it. It is of the Chicago mayor, Brandon Johnson, amazing progressive, also former superintendent of Chicago schools, I believe. But he is going to lay out in way better terms than I could exactly the things that have been happening here, and why basically Pritzker is suing to try and stop this.
And I do want to say before you play it, I'm looking here, and yeah, this
Yeah,
is not a detention facility, but there's several hundred people packed in, which is messed up. And I
yeah,
look at the state of things in a lot of ways. I will say that America voted for this, which is horrifying
yeah,
to me as an individual to think that we did this. Um,
I don't want to say America voted for this. His supporters voted for this.
His supporters. He won the election. He got the
Right,
fucking and he won the electoral college. So he enough people in this country more than others who did participate anyway said we're going to do this, which is terrible. Which again, I'm like it's terrible. But I wonder about the liberal response. I mean, is the right response to give him I mean, effectively the TV show chaos he wants? Because in doing this, I mean, you are
right.
fighting for his rights, which is true. We do need to fight, but at
Hmm.
the time, that's actually what he wants. He wants to add
Yeah.
more.
Oh,
The more,
absolutely.
the
He
more
wants martial law is what he wants.
He's like Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. He thrives in the chaos. The more people expect norms and X, Y, and Z to be followed, and the more things spiral out of control, Trump seems to be able to navigate effectively. And so I look at this and I am proud of our elected officials and and the everyday Americans, not even the elected officials, just the regular people who are showing up, who are protesting. But I think it's deeper than that. I think
Yeah.
we need some people to get elected to office on a vision that wins people over. Because if right now our only response to this is to fight him in the streets, well, he's going to deploy the National Guard and state troopers, and he's going to literally label people terrorists. So I think we got to find a political message that beats him and this the next time around. Otherwise, they'll be able to manipulate, use propaganda like that fucking video, pardon my language, to
Yeah.
basically like, hey, like we are the good guys. You voted technically, America voted us in, and we're just trying to do our even though this is inhumane, even though they're clearly violent.
Hmm.
It's like why don't we need to yeah, I don't have all the solutions, but I'm looking at this and it scares me because
Yeah.
I think it may be what he's planned for this, maybe in him. But let's hear what Mayor Brandon Johnson is saying and
Yeah.
asking to do.
All right. Let me go in here and uh, oh, I need to go to my thing first. Hold on. Um, Let me get out of this. There we go. Let me get it brought up first. Bear with me, I'm sorry.
No, there you go.
Getting it brought up. Make sure we can start it from the beginning. All right, there we go. Let me go in here so I can share this now. Share with sound. All right. Can you see the screen?
I can't see it yet. It
Okay.
says you're sharing your screen. Oh no, there we go. I can see him now.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you all for being here today, and to all the elected officials who are here this morning. Thank you to the community-based organizations that are standing together in this critical moment in our nation's history. We are here today to talk about the events that have transpired over the past week. The past week revealed the true face of the administration's immigration enforcement in our city, and the entire world was able to witness that. On Tuesday, federal immigration agents raided an apartment building in the South Shore community in the middle of the night. This building was managed by a slumlord that people have all been clear about. The city actually sued the owner in February over 15 building code violations. The residents were dealing with deplorable conditions already, and this was before ICE trampled on them. But when they came in the middle of the night, they terrorized the families that were living there. There were children who were without clothing. They were zip tied, taken outside at 3 o'clock in the morning. A senior resident, an American citizen with no warrants, was taken outside and handcuffed for 3 hours. Doors were blown off their hinges, walls were broken through. Immigration agents coming from Black Hawk helicopters to set up snipers on nearby buildings. This is America. One resident described the situation plainly, and I quote, "They had immigrants in one van and black people in another van." This raid wasn't about public safety. It was about and it's certainly not about immigration. This was about a show of authoritarianism, a forceful display of tyranny. They sent a clear message to all Chicagoans. They said, "We do not respect your rights. We can do anything we want and we will film it and put it on social media." The very next day, ICE agents chased people outside of a homeless shelter on the south side and then caused a car accident on the west side. Immigration agents put a young black man in a chokehold on the side of the street in East Garfield Park. Witnesses, one of which you will hear from this morning, bravely filmed the interaction, eventually leading to this person's release. On Friday, agents dispersed tear gas in the middle of a busy city street. Chicagoans were hit with chemical agents while walking their children home from school. A couple ran from tear gas with a 2-year-old child in their care. Agents went into the Humboldt Park Health Center and detained a sitting elected official, Alder Jessie Fuentes of the 26th Ward, because she simply requested to see a warrant. On Saturday, they escalated even further by shooting a U.S. citizen. They claimed it was defensive fire. But frankly, we cannot trust anything that comes out of the administration. It was only a few short weeks ago that they claimed officers were severely injured in the killing of Mr. Villegas Gonzalez in Franklin Park. A Sun-Times investigation found that the agent said on a body camera footage that it was, in fact, nothing major. We have a rogue, reckless group of heavily armed masked individuals roaming throughout our city that are not accountable to the people of Chicago. Their actions put all Chicagoans at risk. When protesters confronted federal immigration agents in Brighton Park on Saturday, they were met with pepper balls and more repression. CPD responded to attempt to de-escalate the situation, and ICE tear gassed our police officers. Let me be clear. Tear gassing the women and men who serve as Chicago Police Department officers is not how we make our city safer. I'm calling for a full investigation into this incident and into all of the brutality that we have seen over the past week. They are taking police resources that should be in our neighborhoods, serving Chicagoans, and diverting them to deal with the chaos that they are causing. We need ICE out of our city so that we can continue to focus on the strategies that have been working.
You pause it there. So you're gonna go.
These
Yeah.
actions tell us simple truth.
I love how Brandon Johnson plainly puts it. He puts the damage that the city's experiencing, the recklessness,
Yeah.
in terms of how, like, unprofessional, inappropriate for detaining electeds, babies, people at school. But for the Trump administration and ICE to be doing this, it's inappropriate. And of course, he has a small plan of action. And I even applaud him. He's fighting the battle that's right in front of him. And I think that's the right thing to do. This shit is crazy. And then I look at the national leadership, and I think we got to find a way out of this. Because Trump, this shit's only gonna get worse. Even Brandon Johnson, he said they're making this chaos. And I think a day after this, he gave a speech. Trump's now sending 400 out-of-state troops to knock heads on. So he's going to continue to fight this fight, and it's tough because there's not much he can actually do as mayor in this situation, unless he's going to order the CPD to engage, which that would be a mistake. for many
There,
reasons.
there, in the last minute that I show you, he does lay out an a plan. Um, but one of the other things I wanted to point out is because I saw the video of them arresting Alderman Jesse. Um,
Yeah,
she
what
was.
that's
Did
I
you
saw
see the video
it's
when
terrible.
they told her no, he doesn't have civil rights?
It's like and
Yeah,
ridiculous. And at the end of it, the guy kind of realizes that he arrested.
yeah.
He's like, eh.
Oh yeah, he's like, you can tell he was like, what elected official are you? Because she's like, I'm an elected official.
The alter of this ward. He's like,
Yeah,
that could mean something for me. But
yeah.
Nicole,
Um,
we got a lot more to do.
I know.
Go ahead, you wanna wrap it up for us? And I'm
Yeah, let me play this last minute. Um, it's kind of like his idea to kind of put a little bit of a chain on them.
For everyone. They told us that this was about the worst of the worst. In reality, they are going after anyone who objects to families being ripped apart and community members being disappeared. ICE lies and people die. We cannot allow this to continue. We must take action more drastic than what we have taken before because what we are seeing is a more radical attempt to undermine our democracy. And today we are signing an executive order aimed at reining in this out of control administration. The order establishes ICE-free zones. That means that city property and unwilling private businesses will no longer serve as staging grounds for these raids. Our school parking lots are not for ICE to load their weapons. They are for Chicagoans who drop their kids off to
can
learn.
we pause it real
Our
fast?
libraries are not
Yeah,
for ICE.
So I applaud him. One, he could have done that already. He could have done that like 2, 3 weeks ago. I don't because
yeah,
I'm gonna hit him hard, right? Brandon, what are you talking about? He could have already.
right. I don't think he thought he was gonna need to.
He should have been paying attention. I could have told
Yeah,
him. Trump actually did tell him. Trump campaigned on sending the National Guard into Chicago. So
yeah,
these
you're right.
guys are, they're not paying attention. And then the second thing I'll say to him is, who's going to enforce that ordinance? So if I'm an ICE officer, I park in a public school, is CPD going to come up to me and arrest me if I don't leave the public school? But he's not saying that out loud, but we have to ask ourselves, who's going to enforce that?
Yeah,
Right now, ICE is pepper spraying police officers in the streets. I'm pessimistic, but I look at this and I'm like, what are you guys doing? But he does have to fight the
yeah,
fight. Like I understand that. I wish the governor would do more, but I don't know. I don't know. This is why I keep coming back to a national response. There needs to be an organized,
yeah,
collective response. Because right now it's like this mayor versus ICE, that mayor versus ICE. We're doing this lawsuit, we're doing that lawsuit. I mean, this is. I don't want to be too pessimistic because I do think people
yeah,
coming here is good, is great, but we need to get more political power. And well, I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. It's late. It's a dark period of time, but no excuses. I do look at this and I go, I mean, like,
yeah.
what is he talking about? You know, but but keep playing. Let's roll out
No, that's fine. I'm with you. I think that there needs to be federal legislation against like the Dems and whatever Republicans still have any kind of balls about the situation, or it needs to be part of the government CR bill or something. I love that they're tackling our health care, but this shit is way bigger than that.
right. Oh my God. It's like the country's falling apart. There's some terrible stuff
Yeah.
here.
But this was basically that. I can keep playing it, but it's like a 15-minute. But he just basically lays out there's going to be zones. My guess is they'll probably be marked. And if ICE after all of that wants to, hold on. If ICE after that wants to spit in the face of
Yeah.
our state laws, then yeah, CPD will probably have to enforce them.
It's so chilling to think that, like,
I know,
you
because
know,
it's putting federal cops against state cops.
yeah. And then is our city is putting the city cops against federal troops. I mean, now it's going to be
Yeah.
Texas Guard. Those are U.S. Army soldiers.
Hmm.
And you know, this is
Yeah.
it's a dark period. And I wish I could be more
Yeah.
optimistic.
No, I know. You know what? Sometimes there's just no room for optimism,
Yeah, it's just
especially when things are so dark.
in another couple of weeks or a couple of months or however long it takes, a couple of years even, we will look back. There'll be happier, longer videos in which we go, oh, holy moly, oh man.
I have
Uh,
a side question.
what do you
Are
think?
you familiar with somebody named Charlie Booker?
Charlie,
Not Cory Booker, but Charles Booker?
did he run for state senate or something
I
in Texas?
don't know. I believe no, he is Beshay's, whoever the governor, the Democratic governor of Kentucky. I think it was like
Charles?
is
No,
that
oh yeah, I pulled it up right here. What is he? He's the executive director of Kentucky's Office of Faith-Based Initiatives and Community Involvement.
he
But
just retired, he just quit.
oh, he just quit? What?
He just quit and said that there's more to do.
There is. There.
Somebody said that they think that he's going to be running for Congress for either the House or the Senate. And
I
they said he is the type of progressive. He's a U progressive. He is the type of progressive that knows what we need to do, and like he will do any and everything. Like he is the progressive that can meet the moment from what I've heard.
he's such a good guy. I mean,
Yeah. So I wanted to know if you were familiar with his any of his work.
I know he was a state rep, but and I think he ran for Congress or for Senate. No, he ran in the primary against Amy something. I think she was a captain in the Air Force.
Amy McGrath.
Yeah. She lost to
Okay.
yeah. Amy
Yeah,
McGrath.
she lost the
Amy McGrath just announced that she's running for McConnell's Senate seat
yes.
hours ago. She just announced
Wait,
it.
is he the one that was smoking weed in his
I have no idea. I doubt
okay,
it.
there was one rep that was or senator that was running to become a senator um who was actually smoking weed in his videos, like his campaign videos.
That's that's hardcore.
Yeah. But yeah,
All
I
right,
heard he's like the progressive to watch. So,
I'm here for him. He's going
yeah,
probably going for U.S. Senate in Kentucky. Uh, and I hope he wins. I mean, yeah. But Nicole,
me too.
Saturday, you want to try for Saturday?
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I don't think I have anything going this Saturday, and I will get these. If you want, once I'm done, oh, I'll talk about this. I'm gonna stop the recording real quick.